I got Santa, I go monkey, off that. Don't do just what I say. Pull up, fastest Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. That boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Till they like my persona. Going up. Ripping up was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boys, don't touch. We blow up.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. Like Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna, yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies now. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Panthers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This is Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. They'll toss it to Coleman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the Panthers get set, third and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Newton now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line. Scrimmage and no more. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go. Green 30. Let's go. Blue 90.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A give to Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Wolf. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 2nd down, it's Bell. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. And the D looking like they may blitz. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. To throw on 2nd down. Wolf. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to go deep for Funchess. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Wolf. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. give is to Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wolf under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Thomas Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Wolf. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Coleman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Newton on 1st down. Complete to Barnage. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Newton on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Newton. And Barnage has it on the right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing again is Newton. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st and 10, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Caught left side by Funchess. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Gano's kick is right through. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. Devontae Freeman, a first-half touchdown. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Adoree Jackson on the return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first down. Wolf being chased out left. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Wolf. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Defense showing blitz.
Now let's go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
To throw on second down. Wolf. That's caught right side by Anderson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On 1st and 10, Wolf flushed out right. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go. Boo, 90. Boo, 90. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw on second down. Wolf. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Fresh set of downs here.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Wolf. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles Johnson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To throw on second down. Wolf, a screen to Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go now. Gun.
From the gun, Wolf. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a...
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw. Wolf. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again. Wolf steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing on first down. Wolf, he's going to launch this thing. Wait, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. Newton on third down. And Olsen over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And now a first down following that long gain. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Newton drops it off for Coleman. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And the lead is now 13. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. On 1st down, Wolf. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. And we're back now in Charlotte. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wolf. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Coleman now. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The play clock's running down. Here's Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, Newton throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Mario Addison in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast. Maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Looking to throw. Wolf. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Wolf. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to let it. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 48 yards. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. James has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. And they did have to approach that one from a tough angle off the right hash mark, but a kick that short, you just have to have it.
Maybe time for a sanity check after that one. From where this ball was spotted, that right upright definitely comes into play on a kick like this, and that's 3 points lost right there.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And this looks to probably be the final play. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Carolina, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
You like the way it sounds, Frody?